R.I.P. What's his fool's name?
Randy?
R.I.P. Randy, son. R.I.P. Randy, dude. That guy died, so we never have to pay him a cent. Taking his song to the moon.
Died for our sins.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the kickflips he never landed. Well, welcome to the Low Life Podcast. I'm J-Dub. That's Mickey. This is the goddamn show. This is the bottom. We're going to work our way out of it.
Or we're going to try to. We're going to try to. We're trying to get to the bottom of the problem. He doesn't get the, what is it? Stuff sounds. I should know this. Alliteration. I believe that's the
littering end. Mike, we are weary travelers. We come to a cave in which we must enter, but to enter, a troll stands before us. The only way to get in, he demands that you sing a song perfectly. What song would you pick? Like, you have to get all the lyrics correct. You know what I mean?
And not like all the lyrics correct.
Yeah, like if like a song that you would hear on the radio, a song
more about lyrics, less like pitch.
Yeah, you don't have to sing it well.
I thought you meant like if I have one good bar from one good song.
No. You have to like
all the words.
Yeah. You can't pick like Happy Birthday, you know.
And how big's the troll?
It's more that we need to get in there than it is that.
But I want to know the specifics of this man's build, because if I could just blow him,
he's the smell alone. You'd never make it.
All right.
Very musky.
Let me sing it all the words.
What song do you know all the lyrics to confidently that you could sing it correctly?
Like you wouldn't pick motherfucker with a happy birthday. I hit him with a Frosty, son. I'd sing him happy birthday. Knock him the fuck out.
It's like you pick Happy Birthday or the alphabet song. You got to pick you wouldn't pick We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. That's a song you wouldn't pick. You wouldn't pick American Pie by Don McLean because that song's 7 minutes long.
Oh,
I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride.
Front to back with do we get an instrumental?
Like you don't have to play it.
Or is it
obviously it has to be a song that has lyrics.
No, I'm saying like, do they play the instrumental so I can sing on top of it? You know,
no, like you would, in this
all a cappella, like start.
Yeah. Because I would in my head, would be in like my if I was making like a fantasy comedy, and like the guy freaks out and like picks like Don McLean's American Pie, and everyone looks at him like what, and he starts singing it because once you start, you can't stop, and he like just nails it. You know what I mean?
I love it.
And they're like, God damn it, you know all the words and that's what it'd be like. You know all the words to Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Raitt, and you'd be like, yeah, I don't fucking know.
You know what I'd probably go with?
Once upon it, go up.
I would probably go with, and this is just because no one knows the words. I'd probably be like, it wasn't me, and she got me on camera. It wasn't me, and I didn't get louder. That's a vibe. And I didn't know it was over. You know, and she got me red-handed. Everyone be like, yep, he's singing it perfectly.
It's like a same thing with like Pearl Jam, like, hello.
I probably still like actually remember like the Creed John. Like I had like 6 months of my life as I don't know what age I was. I think I was like 11, where I was like, does Creed slap? It was with arms wide open. Dude, I know that whole John.
If I had just one,
they start killing it. Only one D-man. Dude, he kills that John.
I learned karate.
Dude. That guy's fucking dead meat, right?
No, he's alive. Scott Sapp.
I think he deaded himself, son. I think he did drugs or jumped out of a Hotel Wenda.
Yeah, but I think he lived. I don't think that would. It would take a lot more than that to kill him.
The guy from Creed.
Yeah.
That guy was a fucking 1 milligram of bad fatty mix into his coke from dying. That guy was a nut. What's his name? Creed. I'm gonna say Creed guy.
He's
Assassin's Creed guy.
alive and living in Orlando.
Really?
49 years old.
It's
Scott
like if
Stapp.
I had just one wish, fucking Mickey Mouse. He loves it,
I
dude. He
fucking
loves it
love
over there.
this park.
Probably has a residency. He comes out and does like the Blues Brothers.
Cause the hood brings you back. I ain't telling you no lie. He just does Blues Traveler covers. You're like, what the fuck is going on at this goddamn?
God, he starts doing like the fucking Pocahontas, Sean.
Suck it in, or rent it in, Timberland.
Yeah.
See what you do to me. This MTV is not for free.
Oh, he could do I just can't wait to be king. He could do that on Lion King. He would fuck that up. Um,
God damn it, Scott Sapp. I don't know any more Creed songs on top of my fucking head. I can't think of another one other
I
than
know
the
all of
Arms
them.
Wide Open.
And
We
you know
want
what
more.
other
There's no
song?
there's like one that's like near the edge, or I'm going over the edge, or
6 feet from the edge, and I'm
think it.
thinking,
Yeah.
maybe 6 feet, motherfucking ain't so far down. Bow,
Hold
bow,
me
bow.
now.
Is that
I'm
them?
6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking. That's the John. Yeah, that's
Is
exactly
that
what I was
them?
thinking of. Yeah, that's Creed.
I'm nice with
That's a
Creed,
jam.
dude. That's a jam.
That John
Well, back in
fucks.
the day, like when I got taken from the group home, got busted out of the pound, and went to Virginia, like I was in lockup and didn't have any access to the real world prior to that. So like music videos blew my mind,
You were
dude.
like,
I
you guys have been watching this whole time.
dude, yes. I swear to God, I was like,
Did you
this
like see
is
the classics?
nuts. Dude, I was like addicted to music videos as a kid. Like I was I once I was like, this is sick. I would
VH1 like
sometimes,
classic is probably the channel you
yes,
found,
dude.
because I think that was like
Yup.
just music videos back in the day when um MTV still had a shitload, but they were starting with more TV shows. Like they had the cartoon night where they would play like Eon Flux and Beavis and Butthead, and then they started to bring in like Road Rules and that shit, and
Well, I
TRL.
remember one time, like, and that's I forget, maybe it might have
VH1.
been the MTV or VH1 I was watching, like the music video stopped and I went to CMT, like the country music channel, you know,
Yeah.
and I saw the video for Dixie Chicks, Earl Had to Die. And I was like, this is a little hillbilly movie. I'm here for it, dude. I loved it. I'm like, the
Oh,
girl
dude.
had to die. Nah, nah, nah. I got me on
Did
the
you see
country.
the old Aerosmith music videos? Remember the
I
ones with
love
like Liv
Aerosmith.
Tyler and Alicia Silverstone?
No, that was for the Armageddon, John.
Crazy. No, it was for
Yes, it was. That was Liv Tyler, was it?
yeah, but
Right?
it wasn't from the soundtrack for that.
It was.
Crazy. Won't you crazy? No, because Alicia Silverstone was in the music video. You blew the mic out, I can't hear you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't do Steven Tyler up here. I'll fucking
You gotta
I'm too
pull
high
back a
pitched.
little. It's
No,
I don't know if it
too
comes up.
good.
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
too
come up
good.
on my end. I can't hear it. It's I'm like a the opposite of a dog. It's too high
Anyway, I
pitched.
don't mean to argue with you, but I do believe that's the movie soundtrack.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
So could I. I don't
Because
know
I
shit.
remember her just being super hot. And this
She's
is
like my number
before
one.
Armageddon. I swear.
She's amazing.
Because there was like two music videos, and they're both one's like her with a dude on a motorcycle, and then the other one, I swear, does her and Alicia Silverstone kiss or something? That
Who's
might be a
Alicia
part.
Silverstone?
The chick who was in Clueless.
Oh, the main one.
Yeah, the blonde.
She was my least favorite. She'd have been the last one on in that group of girls I'd have shagged.
Who's the brunette?
Brittany
She,
Murphy.
yeah, yeah.
She would have been my number two.
Yeah, you're going Stacey Dash all day.
I'd have bashed her over the head with
Dude,
this
did you
little
see
white
her
cack.
fucking? I just found out DMX died.
She's an asshole. She's like a white Trumper, I think. She's like a black racist to black people. She's weird.
Imagine making a video like that. Imagine coming on the internet. You have an actual following, coming on the internet and being like, I just found out Norm died. Norm McDonald died a year ago. About about a year and 6 days ago. And
Did you guys
I,
hear?
I just no one told me because I wish I knew. I would have. You would have what? What would you have done? You
Would have taken me. Like you wouldn't have done anything.
you loony broad. Don't tell the
Maniac.
internet you just found out X died. Shame on you. Shame.
That was. I do believe that I felt more impacted. Oh no, and this is like honestly a landslide. This might be crazy by DMX's death than I was Michael Jackson's. And like I experienced Michael Jackson's with like all of my friends laying on the floor of like our fucking senior week house in the morning. And like that was breaking news. And we were like, whoa. And we watched like the thing they did on for like 3 hours.
Because at
And
that
like to me,
point,
I'm like,
both artists at that point when they died were in a state of like, yeah, I don't know what they're up to, but I still, I fucking wish them well. Like X was like in between rehabs and being like very religious, and I was like, hey,
it's like they're both kind of bad guys, and you're like, I wish the best for them. Nothing but the best.
yeah, there's rumors that they struggle with certain things, and I don't know what is true, what isn't true. I love them both dearly. They both made bangers. I'm just rooting for them, and so
maybe I'm too. Maybe I don't know.
dude,
I never had the Michael. I love some of his music. I do Michael Jackson, but like
I don't think he
don't.
did it. Yeah,
I do.
he didn't do
I
it.
heard the testimony of two men who had nothing to gain from it.
I don't believe it.
You're a fucking asshole, dude. You cannot. I mean, why would he settle for millions of dollars multiple times? Like,
Dude,
it
he
was a
talked
thing.
about it.
Like,
Sony was trying to fuck him. They all wanted Mike. But look, was Mike weird? Yeah, but I don't think
bro,
Mike
there's
fucked those kids.
faxes.
There's so
There's
many people who said
faxes.
he never did a thing with him.
There's voicemails. Thank God he didn't fucking be weird to everyone. You hear the voicemails and the faxes he sent to kids like, "What are you doing, big head? What?
I
Stop! I
don't.
love you." He's
I
gay and
don't
weird. All that's weird.
argue that he's weird, but I don't even. I mean, look. Do you think OJ did it?
Son, dude, I believe that OJ Simpson
Yeah.
is innocent in a court of
No
law,
way.
but I believe he murdered that woman.
Oh wait, you believe he's innocent of what?
I said in a court of law, like I'll never I won't like judge him because like he's innocent as far as the courts go. But in my brain, I'm like, I wouldn't spend a night with him because I think he killed her. I respect the if you can beat a case, like
if the court says you didn't do it,
yeah,
you
it's
didn't
like
do it.
who
Well,
am I?
that's the conundrum in his case as well, because he won the court case saying that he was found not guilty, but then he lost the civil suit to the Goldman family, which what? You're found not guilty of the murder, yet somehow you're liable for damages in the millions to the family of the deceased because he was murdered on your property, is what the claim was. But it was basically a wink wink of like,
it's like, hey, we know you threw Nicole's head through that window. At least cover the glass.
Both of their heads were
severed.
Yeah, well, his wasn't.
Nah, they were hanging.
Yeah,
they weren't all the way off. He'd have went to jail if the heads were all the way off. They would have threw the book at him, dude.
If the heads are off, you must have cost.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm the opposite. I allegedly think OJ did it, and I don't think Mike fucked those kids, yo. And I don't even love Michael Jackson like that. Like
why do you think that?
I just feel
at the time they lied and they lied again.
None of the famous people ever said anything weird went
Well,
down.
why would he do it to a famous person? Think about
Why
a
wouldn't
predator.
he want to do it to a famous person?
Because you have to like have decoys, right? It's like
I even told this to my brother. I think Mike might have even been, and this is not okay.
you don't
But
think he pressed
no,
his
no, no,
dick against their butts at night in the same bed? He
not.
admitted to sleeping in the same bed. You don't think he put his boner on him?
I even think like he could have been like 13-year-old to 13-year-old, like weird at a sleepover. Not 13, maybe like let's say like 9-year-old to 9-year-old, weird like at a sleepover. Like he was a kid, which is not okay,
I don't
but not like
care what his mental fucking thing
I don't
is.
think he fucked
I
them,
know he's fucked up,
but
but
I
like
think he was
also
friends.
too, you know who I hated? The kid at the birthday party at 10 who was putting his dick on people.
Yeah,
Hated him.
yeah. You well,
Like,
not putting their dick on people, but like yeah, like
but you know
there's
what I
one kid who
mean?
like pulled his dick
Being
out at a sleepover, and then we like 4 years later we're like, oh, he's full gay.
and
He
he's
was
just
like the
one
one
of
who was
those
like,
freaky pressure sex guys.
let's all pull our dicks out and measure them. Like what? I don't. This is what we do at sleepovers.
He's like, should we just grab each other's and see if they get bigger? You know, one of those. Like, I
Let's see
don't
what they
fuck
all
with
smell
that,
like.
and that's what I mean. It's like that's that. Like, you know, I don't know. Ugh,
Yeah,
ick, 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 ick.
yeah.
If
I
he
know
was
it's such
laying
a
with them, he identifies as a fucking chuck, like a
identify
gay
as a
13-year-old, and he's laying next to a 13-year-old. Like, why wouldn't he be macking? If you put it like that, it's perfectly normal, right? And that's like the thing,
or he
but
was
it's
non.
not.
There's also rumors like he was just wasn't sexual. Like it wasn't a horny thing. It was like a
That guy spent $1 billion
to hang out with kids.
because he was very horny for kids.
When you put it like that, it's hard.
Apparently, he was like petrified at one point of like circus animals, but like he was like, "Oh, the kids love him. Like, I'll get over it." He was like, "The appeal's too great for me.
Dude, he
Like,
was fucking.
I would very much like them here. So bring in the chimps."
He was past fentanyl. He was on that propofol. He'd be like, bring me my milk.
He would just
What's the
wake
John
up like
in Game of Thrones?
trying to grab dicks.
The seed of the poppy. Is that what it is? The
Oh,
milk of the
dude.
poppy?
Milk of the Poppy, dude. They used to call him fucking Michael Milk of the Poppy Jackson, bro. At the end, he was fucked up, son.
He'd be drinking that shit, walking around in his fucking
It's
soul.
like, Dr. More, can some more?
Please, I want some more.
I bet you he was like a fucking total diva behind closed doors.
I mean, he was famous his whole life. There wasn't a single day he wasn't famous that he'd ever remember. And like he was the kind of famous that was crazy, like before the internet famous. Like, do you ever see those videos of like people used to pass out at his concerts? Just like he would come on stage and just like 30 people would just like drop.
Bro, the floor, they would have to bring in mops. The floor would be soaking wet from grown woman's palsies, soaking all over a fucking
Just,
thinking about a 14-year-old kid.
it's crazy.
The guy had this sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like he had
Dated
the juice.
Elvis's daughter.
Nobody denies that. But he wanted to just continue to fuck kids forever. And that can't fly, Jack. Where do you think you live? Vietnam?
You think this is Thailand? Bangkok?
So, you know, go pull a fucking McAfee, dude. He could have pulled it off if he wanted to. Could have pulled an Epstein. But he says, like, nah, I'm staying here. My doctor's here. My medicine's here. Like, he couldn't travel without his perks, dude.
I need my milk.
He needed his fucking milk of the pop.
So I'm on
He's
Instagram.
he's the milk of the pop king.
He loves it. I need my milk.
Or king of pop.
Yeah, like
King of the pop. What is it?
he's beyond lean, you know.
King
He
of
goes,
the pop seed. Nice.
king of the poppy.
Poppy milk.
I'm on Instagram and I see this fucking video. This kid's he's wearing like cowboy boots, jeans, a blue tank top, and he dips a punch, hits this kid, goes belly to back, picks him up, slams him into the ground.
Nuts to butts.
Nuts the butt, slams him in the ground. Bouncer pushes him apart. As he does, he does an upward kick to the kid's face. Misses though. Good swipe.
What's an upward kick? like a sideways
He's
or like
standing,
a
just like a field goal. Almost
okay field goal kick.
goes for a nice field goal kick, misses because he gets pushed
Nice.
back. Luckily,
Yeah.
now there's in the background there's like the in low tone and some audio speaking of like don't ever underestimate my kindness for weakness. Weakness is a lie. It's going on. He
Damn.
gets pushed away from that kick. Another kid throws a punch. He dips, socks him, slams that kid to the ground. Video ends.
Sick.
Upon further review, this is a man I grew up with and is a is he Marine? I think he's in the Army. I don't want to state it wrong. He's either in the Marines or the Army.
He's
I
in
fucking
the
forget.
armed services.
Yeah. And he's a beast at fucking wrestling, if you couldn't tell already. And I'm like, my buddy texts me that video and is like, you fucking see this shit? What he's up to? Yeah.
He was just dumping people.
Dog. And posted it on fucking Instagram.
Is he like trumped out? Is he one of them?
No, he's well, I don't know like his political leanings, but like he's still
Why did he dump Bull though? What was the thing about?
it was outside of a bar. You can tell that I think I believe what you don't see in the beginning of the video is that the other kid started it. So he was like, well, I don't give a shit. I didn't do anything wrong. Watch it. I fucked them up. And he just picks him up. He's a beast.
Like, I feasted on the flesh of Afghanis.
Well, they had a wrestling tournament in Afghanistan every year, and it would be like they would send the best of the British, they would send the best of the Iranian, they would send the best of the. A lot of people would send their best wrestlers, and he won his weight class.
The loser.
Yeah, he won his weight class though in that tournament.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool. That's like when the Army does the boxing shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, that's awesome. Love to see that. He's like, and then our same kids I grew up with, the group of my friends went down to the Eagles game for Monday's thrashing of the Vikings, and they're like 5 years older than me, and their younger brother's my age, so we're friends. And his two older brothers, who are in their 40s, got in a fucking fight.
Sick, dude.
So one of them, they're like, I think they're twins, and they don't live near each other. They don't see each other that often. It was like a nice little event. Let's go to the Eagles game together. They got banging ass seats. Had like a little row pretty much to themselves down there. And the one has been in fights with another kid from our neighborhood who grew up to be a Navy SEAL. And in like a group chat, one time we got in this argument that he's like, I could beat up the Navy SEAL because like in 6th grade, he did beat up the Navy SEAL and is stating like, I still can. Right. And this has been going on for like months now. It's like
spilled Navy over. SEAL. Those dudes are nuts.
The kid, the SEAL in question is a monster. He would eat him alive. And he's like, first off, I'm trained as a Navy SEAL, which means like in most cases, I don't get within a mile of the people I take out. So like this argument is irrelevant. It would never come down to hands.
What if it did?
If it comes down to hands, it means I did a terrible job.
But if we're talking,
if it had to, he's like,
it wouldn't even be close.
But anyway, so that bull. So we wake up to a text into like our group chat, and it's like, hey, had to fucking whoop my brother's ass. The one who said he could beat up the SEAL. He's like, we're at the fucking Eagles game. I'm like, city of brother, and literally at the end, somebody posted city of brotherly love.
Rumbled him at the game.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was trying to start a fight or something.
He fucking, I don't know, it became a thing. Like he had, I don't even want to get into it. Like he took shit out of his bills. Yeah, I don't know. It's like he had
theft.
It was, yeah, like a purse.
There was skullduggery.
Returned. Yeah.
There was some skullduggery.
One bull was supposed to drive because he's the DD. Like he ended up just driving himself home drunk and leaving him there without a ride. He just like ripped a chunk out of his hair.
Buy some drugs with the fucking money he stole from the purse. Smoked meth. Ripped his hair out. Came. Slept like a baby.
Go Birds.
Brothers would fuck me up in public, dude. That would be like their biggest like dream event.
To fight in public.
Me too, and like to embarrass me in front of an entire stadium. I feel
Oh, it
like
wasn't in. Yeah, it wasn't inside the stadium.
either way, they would take full advantage of that in a group in a public
Oh,
setting.
those
They
especially
don't get punked.
those fights inside the stadium like that like we're fighting seat to seat and you
They're
have the
cool.
level difference. So tricky because you've it's so high, it's such an imbalance that it's almost one of those occasions where the low ground isn't a terrible position to be in.
I've got the high ground, and I can.
Right.
Yeah,
You would assume high ground all the time, but it's so much higher that you almost lean over. And if you get,
depends if you got kick game.
yeah, but the kick has to still come over the seat. You're like almost shin length, and it hurts if you lean. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
chairs in front of you
you're
hit you right
right.
in the
I would
shin.
take. I would take.
It's a long
Bottom position
stretch,
there.
and if you get pulled down, you're screwed. Shooting bottom is almost better, but it is a heavy single one or two shots going to come at you. But you get rid of those and you bring the level in. I have the high ground, Anakin.
It's like I don't want to be the lady.
You were
What if
supposed
I
to
have
destroy the Sith, not join them.
You were supposed to be my brother. That guy's a fucking sicko. I
Oh,
love
you
that.
are killing my brother.
Um, did you say there was an incident with a mask?
We had a little family reunion, and the older siblings of this family fucking got into it about mass and shit. And just like they're not fucking useless. They are useless.
That's like
Made
a
like this
fight to
big
the death.
deal. Made this
Yeah.
big deal about an unvaccinated family member getting tested like before showing up. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Did it, and then the family member who requested it like came in without a mask, hugged everyone, asked no one else that question. You know what I mean? Like you made it a thing about me doing this, but like there's 15 other people you didn't fucking ask, and
Is
you
that
know me.
person at risk?
I assume that person cared so much to request a testing of someone else that you would assume they would take precautions with everyone.
But I just mean though, is that person more susceptible to dying if they get it? I mean, based off of their physical appearance.
No, I mean they were
with
older, but they didn't seem to have any more comorbidities other than age.
got it.
But so the person who was requested to have a test taken is like, you fucking call me, give me a hard time, make me take a fucking test.
But is that
Meanwhile,
person like posting QAnon shit on Facebook?
no, that person's related to them.
But
Meanwhile,
dude, I have people related to me who've done that. So that that's
yeah,
not a
but he's like,
crazy thing.
meanwhile, you didn't ask any of these other fucking people. Why are you calling me and giving me a hard time about this shit? Make it make sense.
Like because you have a Confederate flag on your bumper.
Yeah, but these people are strangers. You don't fucking make anyway. It's just fun to. I was just like, oh shit, we're still. I was like, not only are we still wearing masks, I was like, we're still fucking fighting over it. I was like, damn, I forgot.
This will never end.
Joe Biden said the pandemic was over the other day.
He's like, look around, Jack. No one's wearing masks. Okay.
It's fucking over. And I don't.
What I say? Don't be a joker.
you know what I meant when I said the pandemic was over.
Listen here, don't be gay. All right. Told you once, I'll tell you again.
Don't be a fucking look. Don't be a fucking LBGT. Fucking just the pandemic's over. Okay. Joe Biden just was my son. He's a crackhead. Okay. He's cool as shit. All right.
He's like gay, smokes crack, bangs hookers.
You would too. All right. Just relax.
I would.
Dude, do you see him in the deprivation chamber? I know. He's doing everything.
He rules.
See, that's the other thing. Trump is such a fucking phony. Like, even his kids are phony, shitty drug addicts. You know what I mean? Like, one of them's like just a boring cokehead, but like Hunter is a fucking crackhead.
Eric Trump gets fucking.
He wishes
in his ass. Dude.
He gets fucked.
Like, who are we kidding?
Biden gets foot jobs
tied up
while
and abused.
Yeah, he's like, oh, make me suffer so daddy loves me. Meanwhile, Hunter's like, jerk me off with your feet while I rip this crack pipe.
He's like, what? They don't have the money? I like love that guy, dude. He's like trying to like rip the hooker off for like blow. That guy's the man. It's like, no, it's a grab. I love that guy taking roles. Meanwhile, he's like taking major deals.
Yeah.
That guy is like Succession. That guy's so cool. It's like, yeah, dude, don't let us bring up the like fucking, weirdy fucking
Yeah, your kids just
rumors
steal from a
about
charity and don't do
politicians.
anything cool with
Yeah.
it.
It's like, come on, dude.
Like at least if
This
you're gonna be
guy's
a
like,
piece of shit, you're like you're a piece of shit,
he's
Like
like, who
good.
doesn't like a little slice of pussy and a hit of the rock every once in a while, dude?
Are we all he comes in front of everyone? Are we all so sure of ourselves, confident in our beliefs that we haven't surrendered to the urges of rock and pussy?
Thought this was America, Jack.
Thought this country was built on rock and pussy. Manifest destiny was pursued by and nourished and fed and driven by
Life,
rock and
liberty,
pussy.
and pursuit of pussy and rock. Yes.
We have the right to bear arms, and with those arms, light crack pipes and pay prostitutes.
To shove those crack pipes up our ass, dude. Whatever we want. I'm the president's son.
Dude, the video of him, he's in a deprivation
nuts.
chamber with his phone like set up in the back of the chamber. He's just in there ripping a White Claw and smoking a fucking.
Like honestly, if I was the president's son, like we would be in trouble. I would like get wasted and like prank call fucking Kim Jong Un and shit. Like I would be wild. Like I would just fuck with people.
Three-way combo.
Shit too.
You
I would
Rodman.
like walk into restaurants and be like, I want the fucking T-bone steak now, or I'm calling ice.
Ah. Yeah, dude. Is there like a title for that? What is the title for like the? Because is he his? Like, what was Barron? Did he have a title? Is there a title? Like, there's the first lady. Is there a title for the?
Nah. Trump just put all of his kids and their spouses in his cabinet. So they like held actual like positions in the government, but nah.
Yeah, well, not like Barron. He was too young. Baron von Trump.
That kid's fucking definitely jerking off to some weird stuff.
The QAnoners and the like weirdo Trump fanatics who like are hype on him. They're like, he's the one who's gonna lead us. I'm like, oh my god, there's like some weird Trumpian Game of Thrones shit going on here.
I think they're all in on it. Barron, I believe that young man sits naked in his computer chair with his thumb up his ass reading the comments on his dad's videos. And it just fucking makes him super high. Like he also loves to hate him.
Let's hope so. Let's hope to God he's not some sort of evil megalomaniac mini Trump. Like a Joffrey. Like a Jeffrey. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that kind of, because he even has the blonde hair. It like kind of works. Oh, what a party that would be.
That'd be sick, dude. They should invite Hunter. He fucking
as the Uncle Damien to show up and help.
Honorary fucking
Damien and Joffrey together, basically.
We're coming up on time here, and I'm pooped. I think this will be a one and done tonight.
I'm a bitch. Okay.
I'm feeling not great.
I don't want you to stay because it's, hard to leave. I want you to go if you want to go.
That's my favorite line you've ever said. I'm going to get a tattoo. Put that on my fucking pussy, dude.
Is there anything else I want to talk about before we go? Did you tell me,
I was just going to talk pools and patios.
I want to know about the
above ground pools
tattoo thing.
Oh, I have a brother, the crazy one who moved to Florida to be with the QAnon people. Has a Q.
No way.
Tattooed right there. Yeah.
No fucking way. How'd you find this out?
We were at my fucking other brother's, like, before his wedding, his, like, suit fitting. We were having lunch.
How long ago was this?
This was, like, Pandemic.
Oh, you've known about this tattoo for this long?
Yes, but I
You
didn't completely like in my head like write them off.
is it even in the like it's the Q I'm thinking of? Like it's
The
a
Q, it's
solid
the Q,
black
the Q. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's
He
like
knows
big on
nothing.
the center of his forearm.
Yes, he's a dumb fucking asshole. My dad and I truly believe that he's like so manipulative and like
Dude,
he's gonna get people like he's gonna be the next crazy hat guy. Like he'll be the next guy to lead
who's
like a small group of idiots. I
oh like
guarantee
the
it.
the buffalo
Yeah,
horned hat guy. That's who you're talking about.
yeah, that's my bro.
I can't believe that.
He's gonna be great at it. I know it, which sucks because he's just the dumbest. And in that crew, I think the dumbest prevails.
Fucking QAnon
The less
fucking
you
tattoo.
know, the cooler you are in their group. So he's basically the president. So yeah,
Oh.
dude, I told him he was a fucking asshole. You know, what do you want?
When's the last time you actually did
Literally
talk to him?
haven't talked since.
I
Well,
was just say.
I like we stopped talking shortly after that, and then he tried to break down my door and kill me. And then the police came and almost shot him, so I had to go
Oh, he
down
had
there.
the Q tattoo when that happened?
Yes,
Okay. Damn, that makes that whole event so much scarier.
very. He's unhinged, dude. He's unhinged. But hey, dude, we're all dealt a hand. You know, you gotta fucking figure out how to play it. You know, even if you're sitting in fucking pocket twos or whatever, shitty
Fuck two
cards.
places. It's all about how you roll it. You well, this is this is a special hangout. I think we fucked it up. I'm happy about this. Do you have something
As
to
am
do?
I.
Let's do a little post game.
I do have something to do, and that's why I'm calling it.
All right.
Basically, have to just repair my life. What's today?
Yeah,
Wednesday.
no, that's fair. It's girls' night at my house. I don't want to go hang out with them. I want you to stay here with me. I'll go
I
hang
wish I
out with
could,
them.
but
I'll do it. I'll step up.
it'll be fun.
You're gonna be
I don't have any
sociable.
booze either, so it's like
Ooh, good for you. You did this boozeless?
boozeless today. How'd I do?
Dude, didn't even notice. You fucking did great, kid.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
Didn't
drinking water.
didn't
Straight water,
dude,
baby.
I'm jealous. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna do a sober one.
Today was like my first one ever, so
I know. Dude,
and I
didn't
can
even
only go 40 minutes. 30
I
minutes.
hey. First off, I was actually gonna bring up that we should start doing these with 40s. Love you. The podcast is great. See us next week. But
Peace be with you.
I'm proud of you. Couldn't even tell that you weren't drinking. That makes me hot. And
I'm hot right now, dude. I'm hot. You're being a what? I'm fucking hot, dude. Low Life Podcast. Hit us up. Like, subscribe. Try to get to the bottom. Trying to send. Probably won't do it, dude. My brother's a QAnon fucking asshole, dude. He's probably gonna murder me if he sees this. Clip it, dude. He looks like Thor.
Dude, I saw that Q and it was making me so fucking
He's
hot.
got
I
the
was like,
strongest legs because he just walks around really pissed, bashing people's heads in for knowing shit.
dude, you don't even know what the Q storm predicted.